JoJo has fun.
Bye. Do you want another one, Kim, or are we done? What do you want to
let's do another one.
Okay, we'll do one more.
One more time.
Time to fucking talk shit about celebrities.
Oh, yeah. Wah, wah, wah.
Welcome back.
Welcome to the talk shit about Natalie Portman, even though we respect her as an artist hour.
I have nothing against Natalie Portman at all.
I do. No, I just really hate that. Like, it's unfair that somebody would be given the whole package.
You know, my favorite recent anecdote is that fucking, what's his name? Fucking smartass fucking Jonathan Safran Foer, who wrote Everything is Illuminated, and then that other book that people liked, and he's like,
The Incredible, I don't know.
He's like David Foster Wallace. He's like dude with 3 names who wrote a big book, and people are like, wow. And he apparently like was in correspondence with Natalie Portman, and they like talked and like whatever, and then he fell madly in love with her, but she was like, bitch, you're married, bitch, I'm married, bitch, fuck off. And I'm like, dude, does anybody not love Natalie Portman?
I mean, props to her for pushing it off, you know?
Yeah, well, and she just like, but again, because she's,
Okay,
hate it.
so off of Natalie Portman, so let's not make, again, the Natalie Portman episode.
I burst a bubble.
Capillary?
Yes.
What's another, give me some celebrities that you just don't like and you can't explain why.
Ooh, this is
Or
good.
you can explain why, but it's a reason that you know is stupid.
That's like petty.
okay,
Yeah.
so do you have one in mind? Because I have one in mind.
I kind of have one in mind, but I also don't think it's for a non-reason. I think it's like for an actual reason, though.
That's not good.
Oh, see, like, because like a lot of people, like I have like a lot of comedian celebrities that I used to respect that I don't respect anymore. Like that's a really obvious one.
Yeah.
But one that I really have I don't like Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh,
Aw.
I can see that. He's
Poor
kind
little
of like
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
he's a Natalie Portman of his gender.
Is he though?
Because he's talented and
He's sleight of frame.
and
He's also boring to me. There's nothing edgy about him.
Like very.
but like
flat.
he's somehow managed to play himself off as like the quirky boy.
I know,
but he's not the
right?
quirky
No,
boy.
he's just like the little pretty boy who, like, I don't know, like whenever I see him, he's always very plain.
Yeah.
Like I recently rewatched Inception.
Oh yeah.
Which for all its like dumb faults with story, I like it as a movie. I think
Sure,
it's interesting.
It's enjoyable.
It's just as unfortunate that I forget the name of the person who directed it. He did Batman. I forget his. Christopher Nolan.
Oh, okay.
Cannot write dialogue for shit and cannot direct dialogue for shit. It's like so boring. The only interesting person in that movie was fucking Venom Bane Tom Hardy. He was the only one that I liked.
What about our favorite LGBTQ advocate with the big forehead?
Oh, that's so many people. Danielle, Kim's right. Kim's
in
on this
the
episode.
movie.
She's
in the movie.
Ellen Page.
Yes.
I like Ellen Page, but also
I don't like Ellen Page for the same reason I don't like
Too
Joseph
perfect.
Gordon-Levitt.
Oh god, and she's also boring in that movie. If you haven't watched Inception recently, she is super underused. That movie is not. That should be called Underused Deception.
Actors. Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah. No, I'm cool with Ellen Page.
But here I do like Joseph Gordon-Levitt in Looper. But that's because
Looper's
he's
a decent movie.
Because the only reason is because he's not playing himself as somebody. He's playing a young Bruce Willis.
Yes, correct.
In what movie?
Looper. Yeah.
I did see that movie.
Yeah.
But I must have been on drugs or something because I don't remember it.
That's
very
a good one to watch on drugs.
Yeah.
That's what I say about every movie.
Like do a marathon Inception and then Looper and then I don't know The Matrix or something.
That's too long. That's too many movies.
You
Danielle
are not ambitious, sir.
Danielle, that
I
is
have a lot of time on my hands, Danielle. I can watch multiple
Right?
movies.
Kim can handle this.
Watch Inception again and tell me what you think. Because I remember when I saw Inception in theaters, I was like, I like this. It's like a fun kind of mind-bending movie. I like the fun story concept they thought of. And the girl that I was dating at the time was so mentally blown away by it that when we were driving back to like, I think either my apartment or I was driving her home or something, she was quiet the whole time. Okay. And then and she's not usually like a quiet person. And I was like, I didn't say anything. And then like partway there, she's just like, I'm sorry I'm not talking a lot right now. I'm just really processing it.
Oh my God.
I love it. I love everything about it.
She probably wrote a paper on it at some point or another. Like she
Aw.
was so blown away by it, or potentially maybe she herself was an inceptor. Maybe she was somebody who went into someone else's dreams. I don't know.
Very possible.
Maybe
yes.
it hit too close to home for her. I don't know.
I think she's just a freaking idiot, Jeff. My favorite, like self-deprecating story about watching a movie was the movie The Sixth Sense.
Uh-huh.
I missed like the last 5 minutes of the movie, so I didn't know that Bruce Willis was dead the whole time.
Shit, dude.
So wait,
so
where did that
everybody-
leave you?
Yeah, you
I
were
was
just
just
like, this movie's all
The
right.
fuck was that movie?
Where did you
Yeah,
come back
just
in? Oh, did you just
whatever.
miss the whole end? Like you just didn't watch the ending?
Yeah, like I thought the movie, I think what happened was I needed to get home by a certain time because I lived a block from the movie theater. And my parents would let me go see movies by myself, like not by myself, but like with friends without them.
Maybe she'll get kidnapped this time. My God, I hope.
That's what my mom used to bargain on.
But like, but I had to get home at a certain time, and so I think that the movie maybe it started a few minutes late.
Oh,
And so like
no.
I was expected to go home, and so like I had to leave, and it was not an option of like I'll just wait 5 more minutes. It was like I gotta go right now.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so I missed the last couple of minutes of the movie, and I didn't know the M. Night
And you're
Shyamalan.
just-
I didn't realize that this was an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah.
Because at the time I
It
did not
wasn't.
realize.
Exactly.
Wait,
Without
it
the
wasn't?
twist,
Well, it
it's
was.
not.
It was a Night
Son's
Shyamalan.
twist. It is no longer a Shyamalan feature film.
That was his first movie, so therefore it was not like an M. Night
Okay, so I
Shyamalan
wouldn't have
movie.
known. Yeah, I wouldn't have known that that was the thing that he does.
No, yeah.
But yeah, that was the thing that he does,
Yeah.
and I didn't know it. And so I left the movie theater thinking, well, I guess that was kind of interesting. That poor sad little boy.
You're
Yeah,
like, we
right.
didn't really go anywhere. It's odd.
Yeah, it just kind of told a story about a boy who got bullied and saw ghosts.
You're like,
and
I'm glad that
peaced
that
out.
therapist could help him. I hope he's
Right,
having
yeah.
a good
It was
life
nice
now.
that someone cared. I mean, cool.
Yeah.
Toni Collette was really good in that movie.
Oh yeah, she is.
Toni Collette's amazing in everything, but she was really good in that movie.
Kim bases her personality on her character in Fargo, so yeah, it's really good.
I need to watch Fargo. I've never seen Fargo.
I want to watch the series of Fargo.
So good.
Why
The
don't-
series Fargo is so good. If you want to like just fucking raw dog Martin Freeman.
Oh,
I
who
don't.
doesn't?
I don't.
No.
really.
Jeff does not like
No.
Martin Freeman. That's
Really?
that's his well, I don't
Well,
want to speak
that's
for
why
him.
Danielle fell in love with me. Is my dislike of Martin. No, I think, and I think it's the thing that happened both with him and with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, the Cumbercatch.
Yeah, I read something where one, apparently Benedict Cumberbatch is like extremely removed from like regular reality. Like
That makes sense.
he's
He's the Gwyneth Paltrow of
yes,
whatever.
He's kind of a
Oh.
weirdo from what I read at one point, but also like Martin Freeman is kind of a douchebag apparently.
Oh, see, I don't like that. I don't need to know that.
right? Like
Sorry.
just erase that from
Go
your
watch
memory.
The
Pretend
Hobbit
you
now.
didn't hear.
Yeah, enjoy that shit.
So if Martin Freeman is not your celebrity of stank, who is?
Me?
Jeff. Yeah.
Oh, here's what I was thinking. It's great because you've all brought up so many other people that I definitely don't like, but I just forgot about it until somebody
There's
else
just
said
so
their
many
name.
people to dislike.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's too many, honestly. I don't even know how old. Now I have the time, but
Yes,
you know, I didn't
now
have the
you
time.
have the time to think about it.
Up until very recently. This floor looks like calendar boxes
It
on a
does.
calendar.
It's very day planner.
It's bugging me.
It's yeah, it brings up bad feelings.
I for some reason don't like Clive Owen.
Oh sure,
Which
yeah.
one's Clive Owen?
He's
He-
one of those ones.
Let me Google him. Hold
Children-
on. You
Children
don't
of
have to tell
Men.
me.
yeah, but which is sad because I really want you to watch Inside Man.
There's a weird thing because all these people that we're saying we don't like have been connected through specific movies, and it's like I know it's Hollywood, all the actors they all are in movies at some point together, but
Yes.
like
Oh,
that guy.
he just seems like a freaking bit, like, or a like they put him in a certain
An algorithm.
role.
Yeah.
I remember he was in a movie. Maybe I don't like him because I think one of the first movies I saw with him was at like a very, like, he's in a movie with Natalie Portman.
oh
and,
God damn
Oh my
it!
God.
Yeah, and with
Oh,
not
Closer, right?
Closer, yeah.
Yep.
I watched that as a date movie at one point.
Oh boy.
So maybe that ruined him for me. And Natalie Portman.
Well, you do.
Oh, he starred opposite Paul Giamatti in Shoot 'Em Up.
I didn't watch Shoot 'Em Up. Although
I didn't either, but I like Paul Giamatti.
I think that movie opens with him killing a bunch of dudes while he's having sex with a lady.
Wow. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna.
Wait, Paul Giamatti? Because I'd watch
yeah,
that.
Paul
Hell yeah.
Giamatti. That I would watch. Clive Owen. No, fuck off. I don't need that
I have a Pez dispenser. I've told you about this Pez dispenser.
I can't
right?
wait to see where you're going with this Pez dispenser part. Please go.
I have a Pez dispenser that's a sheep, and it looks like Paul Giamatti, and we call it Ba Giamatti.
Can you please send me a picture of it? Do you have it
Yeah,
somewhere?
I
needs to
actually
go
have
on the
several
Twitter.
because it's the only sheep Pez dispenser, and they all
Wow.
look like Paul Giamatti.
That is
And
amazing.
for years, we've called it Ba Giamatti, and Pip now calls him Ba.
Oh my
and carries him
God.
around and like plays with Ba.
That's the family heirloom that Pip has.
That's beautiful.
The fucking Pez dispenser that
love
looks like
it.
Ba Giamatti.
he's gonna think that Paul Giamatti's like his uncle or grandpa or something. You're gonna have to break it to him at some
Might be.
point.
I don't know. We kind of look a little bit alike.
You kind of. I didn't want to bring it up right now, but you kind of look like Paul Giamatti.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Paul Giamatti and I have like very similar like coloring, facial features. Like
Yeah.
we have like that sort of hooded eye kind of thing going on.
Every time I watch The Lady in the Water, I'm just like, Kim's in a movie. Oh no, it's Paul Giamatti.
it's
Never
shit.
mind.
Oh man.
No,
It's
it's
her
still
again.
Paul Giamatti.
It's Paul-
Well,
still-
and also I'm constantly drinking, like in that movie Sideways.
Yeah, I was gonna say Sideways because it's more notable for Paul Giamatti, but I couldn't remember it, so I had to go with the M. Night Shyamalan bit of Lady in the Water, a movie nobody watched.
I watched
No.
it.
Danielle
Yeah, of
watched
course
it.
you did. Danielle,
Hey,
you're the queen of
It blew
of
her
obscure
mind.
crap nobody
We went
watches.
to see it, and Danielle
Fair.
was just quiet the
Very fair.
entire trip home. And
Yeah,
she
I was
didn't
just like,
say a
I'm just
word.
processing this right now. Like, was she in the water? Or was she not in the water?
Has there ever been a movie that like someone you liked said they loved, and you stopped liking that person a little bit more?
Oh my god. We actually have a rule that we will not see any movie, and I'm not going to say who it is because I can't even say why I can't say it.
Jesus Christ, are you sure want to go down this
is
path?
very
Yeah,
cryptic.
so we have some friends
Okay.
who are not you guys, just so you know.
Okay.
But
all
we have
right.
some friends, and they will recommend the worst movies.
I think I can
on
picture who
Earth.
these friends are.
Yeah,
Have
I
we
can
met
picture
these
him as
friends?
well. Actually, have we met these
No,
friends?
you've never met them.
Oh, okay.
but
Damn it.
You know of them
Okay.
because we've talked about them on the show, so I just don't want to talk about
Okay,
them now.
that's
sure,
fine.
Sure.
What's a
but-
movie? What's a movie that
Yeah.
they've told you to watch
Hit
that
us. Hit us
you were
with it.
like?
Okay, the
"Ugh."
only movie, one of the favorite movies of all time. This is probably going to give it away.
Well,
Not
do
to
they
you
watch
guys,
the
but to
show
them.
tradition? I mean, come
That
on.
yes, that's the thing. They watch the show.
Oh.
Oh, so do
Well,
you
that-
really want to commit
Well,
to this?
here's the thing, Kim. By
You
this
know what?
point,
I'm
they
gonna
probably
commit to it.
they probably
Okay. I'm
already
gonna-
know because they probably know that they do it.
I'm going to fucking commit to
Go
this.
for
Do
it.
it.
They can't hurt you.
Balls
You're
Grandma's
not-
out.
Boy.
Oh,
Grandma's Boy.
no.
What the
They
fuck
told
is
me
that?
Grandma's Boy was the best movie of all time.
Kim, I have such.
And I.
Oh, go ahead. I have
What
something to
the
tell you
fuck
after this.
is
It's great.
that? Okay, so I do quote Grandma's Boy like on a regular basis.
Right.
I say to people, "I've been thinking about getting metal legs," and so and then that is a
That's where
quote
that
from,
comes from. I get it.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, that's from the movie's Grandma's Boy. That movie is fucking dumb, and it like changed the trajectory of their life.
What?
How?
Wait a
I
minute.
don't know.
Do they-
It was just so important to them. Anyway, go
Oh.
on.
Well, I was going to
boy.
say. So no. Here's the thing. That's not exactly the same. So, I there's friends that I don't speak to anymore. And I remember for my birthday they got me a present, and I remember they prefaced when I was opening the present, which was obviously a DVD. They were like, "You're gonna love this. We saw this and we thought of you." And we think this movie's so great, and every time we watch it, we're just like, Jeff would love this movie. And I opened the package, and it was Grandma's Boy,
Oh my god.
which I had not
What?
watched at that point. And then I was like, oh, okay. At that point, I was just like, okay. And they were like, yeah, it's about this guy who develops video games, and like his friend likes DDR. And I was like, that sounds okay. That sounds fine.
Oh my god, no! They yada yada over.
Yeah, no, they yada yada over a lot of it. So I watched it with them, and I've never been so uncomfortable watching a movie with friends before.
Wow.
Because I was just like, this is what it's like to be in a loveless relationship. This is. I have to pretend to like this, and I can't just tell them I hated it. And I'm pretty sure I still have the DVD in a box somewhere.
Yeah,
Because
Danielle, you have to watch the movie.
It's not good. It's
It's
bad.
not good. It's not good. But there is the one part where he says, "I've been thinking about," like he's trying to impress a girl, and all that comes out is, "I've been thinking about getting metal legs."
So there is the only person I like in that entire movie, and I forget the comedian's name, but it's the friend
You
who
just
has.
say Natalie Portman. It's
I,
fine.
I love her.
yeah.
I know it's the one her saving grace. It's the friend who has the race car bed. I forget. I forget. He's a comic. I forget.
No,
his
it's been 15 years since I've seen this movie,
okay.
and I still on a regular basis quote it. Which maybe I
Wow.
don't know. Maybe
I mean,
they're actually
maybe,
pretty good
yeah.
at suggesting.
Maybe
movies.
they were right.
Yeah.
But they also suggested that I go see the movie Silent Hill. So I'm
which
still
the first
mad
one
at
or the second one?
Very
them. First
important.
one.
I like the first one.
I can't.
Shut up.
Daniel likes the first one too.
I seriously can't remember which one is Silent Hill and which one is the other one.
So Silent Hill is the one where it's the mom. Silent Hill has Sean Bean as the dad.
Scene Bean.
And
Scene Bean, yeah.
Scene Bean, and then the mom and the daughter are going to Silent Hill. The daughter goes missing, and then
Okay, so that's that one. What's the other one?
the other one is the one that
Resident
has
Evil.
the guy from Game of Thrones that fucking sucks. That's the sequel. We watched that one at one time, and it was a bad time. It was
Okay.
the
Maybe
worst.
I watched the sequel then, because this movie that I saw was not good.
The sequel is very bad, and it has Kit Harington in it.
Oh,
See,
does
this
it?
is like completely. This movie, what I watched, was completely nonsensical and ended as boring as it began. And, like the whole
Yikes.
time, I'm just like, this is fucking dumb.
Okay, so
Like,
I'll tell you the quick synopsis of Silent Hill 1, and you tell me if that's the movie, because if you don't hate it, then we can still be friends. So Silent Hill 1 is a mom and her husband, who is Sean Bean, and their daughter. The daughter like keeps sleepwalking, and she keeps having dreams about a place called Silent Hill, and the mom takes her there to Silent Hill without telling the dad. And on the way there, they get into an accident because they're trying to run away from a lady cop who's chasing them. They're in the city, and the mom's basically looking for the daughter the whole time, and then finds out that the daughter was like the good part of the soul of a girl who died terribly in a fire in Silent Hill.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And the end is the mom and the daughter are kind of trapped in some sort of either a shadow realm, or they're actually dead now.
okay, so yeah, that is the movie that I saw, and that's fucking garbage.
No.
That's so stupid. It's so stupid because you can't have a movie where you're like, and like at the end, it was kind of like we don't really know, and so like it's total cliffhanger, but then also they don't pick it up anywhere, and you're supposed to be happy with that, and on the way home, maybe you can just be really silent in the car as you take it all in.
As silent as a hill.
Wow.
perhaps.
Never taken you on a date. Jesus Christ.
All right, you guys. Well, this has been JoJo Has Fun.
Celebrity edition.
Celebrity Edition. I hope you enjoyed us talking smack about many celebrities, movies, and a friend that I grew up with.
Oh, we'll do it. We'll do it any old time, guys.
Any
Anytime.
old time. Yeah, you got some celebrities. You got some topics for us to
Drop
rant
some
about for a
names.
minute and a half. You
Yep.
drop it.
Yep.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, everybody. Enjoy
Bye.
Animal Crossing, which this is not.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, we're going to play Animal Crossing.
I know.
It's going to happen.
I know. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.